Oh my God, everybody's here. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Facebook user. Good morning, Janelle. So excited to be here with you today, Friday, September 30th. Oh my gosh, come on in. Come in, come in, come in. Tell me you're here. Say good morning. Say hello. Super excited to be here with you this morning. We have major messages to hear. Good morning, Rebecca. I'm super excited. So, if you are watching on the replay, for sure, put hashtag replay, and always remember to put your takeaways in the comments below. And for those of you joining us for the very first time, my name is Dr. Disha, cardiologist who deals with all matters of the heart. And also, I'm the founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery, meditation for people. Good morning, everybody. Let's start your it. Hello, Rebecca, Janelle, another Facebook user, Amy. Oh my gosh, so awesome. So we try to meet here Monday through Friday as often as possible, 7 to 7:30 Eastern, with maybe shifting soon. There may be changes going on in my day job, we'll see. And so we meet here because it's so important for us to have a healthy breakfast for our mind, body, and spirit. If we have a healthy breakfast for our soul, for our spirit, and for our mind, the healthy body flows naturally because we're able to make better choices for ourselves in every single moment. Okay? Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty. Pulse. Here we go. Sweet. All right. These messages I certainly need to hear today, and I'm thinking some of you need to hear as well. So if you're here and you're hearing it, it is for you. You ready? Let's go. Friday, September 30th. You have the courage to stand for what you believe in rather than fall before what you fear. I feel like, holy crap. Okay? You have the courage to stand for what you believe in rather than fall before what you fear. Do you feel that? Because I certainly do. I certainly do, especially in medicine today. I'll tell you a little story. So my dad, I don't know if you guys know or not, maybe some of you who are new, right? So I come from like a family of docs, right? My dad, he's amazing. We're doing a huge 90th birthday party for him tomorrow. He's such an amazing human because he's an amazing human and he's our dad and whatever. But his role this go around in life is to be this academic cardiologist. Okay. So I used to go to the hospital with him when I was 5 years old on Sundays. We'd go to the grocery store, pick up donuts, take him to the nurses, and he was at the VA. And so I would like go and say hi to the veterans like while he rounded. And I absolutely loved going to the hospital with Dad. It was like an exciting adventure for me. And he was a man who loved medicine. He is still my number one consult when I don't know what to do with a patient. I'm like, Dad, what do you think? Why? Because we have journals up to here. It's ridiculous in our house. New England Journal, Journal of American College of Cardiology. He is at the cutting edge of like whatever, like he's always learning about it. And he was there at the VA for like 34 years, right? As the chief. And one day, the administrator said to him, Doc, you gotta Stop going to your conferences. He loved his fellows, his residents, his medical students. He loved going to the, teaching rounds, journal club, all that stuff. They basically said, Doc, you got to stop doing that. And we're going to now count like every single patient that you're seeing, and you have to like put in like where you are, when you are, where, when you're seeing the patient, like they're going to like march is like every single move, right? And I remember this because he called me up and he said, out of the blue, mind you, he calls me up and he's like, Disha, I have decided to put in my retirement. And I was like, Dad, what are you talking about? Right? Because I didn't know all this stuff had gone down. And he goes, and I'm thinking, oh my God, my brother is in college. Like, I'm like, Dad, you still got somebody in college. You can't just work your job. He's a sole provider for our family, right? And he's like, nope. I will not, they are trying to harass me and like the administrator trying to do X, Y, and Z. And they're not like, and he felt very strongly that this is not why he was in medicine. And he left. And fortunately, he has been at the university there and continues to work 3 days a week, continues to give value to the fellows, the new cardiologists who are being trained. He sees patients with them. He guides them. He sees some of his own patients. And there's a teaching award named after him, right? And he is a humble, humble, humble soul. And so this reminds me of what he did. You have the courage to stand for what you believe in rather than fall before what you fear. What does that look like in that situation, right? My dad could have been like, okay, yeah, all right, go ahead and like, let me punch in and punch out and let me see how much more I can see faster. And let me see, right? Falling before what you fear, right? But he didn't. And the universe is telling you not to do the same thing. The universe is telling me, be courageous. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up. Let love be your guide. Love for yourself, love for your patients, love for your family. Don't be swindled. Ooh. Okay, another message. In order to experience all relationships with love, with a capital L, I have to go beyond all other desires. In order to experience all relationships with love, I have to go beyond all other desires, right? Can you have a relationship of love, not romantic love, right? Just love with your partner, with your children, with your patients, with the person who cuts the grass, right? With administrators, with whoever, right? If your main source is love and you're connected to that supreme being, that supreme soul, the universe, love, I have to go beyond all other desires. What are those all other desires? I mean, what comes to me is that desire for a bigger house, desire for a car, desire for, fancy clothes, desire for blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, you can manifest that stuff. But here's the thing. If you come, and this is high stuff we're talking about here, high level. If you come connected from that place of love, all those other little desires become manifest. Just like that. Because you're in the flow. You're in the vortex. Everything happens. Do you feel that? Because you and I both freaking know that our identity is an energetic being of love that never dies, is eternal. Okay. September 30th, ask and it is given. Ready? I'm drinking my blue tea again. I'm sending you some, Rebecca. Don't you worry. Okay. As a result of the influence surrounding you, you may be flowing energy toward financial disaster or toward a body that will not function well. As a result of the influence surrounding you, okay, so maybe because of the environment that you're in, you may be flowing energy toward financial disaster or toward a body that will not function well. As such, your inner being, which is aware of what you are projecting into your future, may offer you a dream showing you where you are going. And so you awaken and you think, ugh, I don't want that. And then you say, what is it I do want? And why do I want it? And then you start flowing your energy productively toward what you do want, and thereby changing your future experience. This is why we ask ourselves every day in our meditation, what do I want? What is my deepest desire? It can't be, I don't want cancer. It can be, I want health. When you focus on, I don't want cancer, I don't want cancer, I don't want cancer, I don't want this, I don't want that, all your brain hears is cancer, 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 right? So what do you want? You want health. You want joy. You want those 4 intentions that we repeat every morning at the end of the meditation, right? What do I want? And then you have to ask yourself, and why? Why do I want it? Why do I want that house? Why do I want that car? Why do I want a child? Why do I want that person to live, even on a ventilator in a vegetative state? Right? Why do I want what I want? So first figure out what, and then ask yourself why. And then when you get to the why, ask yourself again, is this reason coming from a place of fear and attachment and needing control? Or is it from a place of love? The outward manifestation may look exactly the same to the outside observer. What you're doing, what what you acquired, right? It may look the same. But the intention and the meaning and the decision-making process that you go through to make that decision can be very different from one soul to the next, to the next, to the next. Right? For example, some people, Teslas are really big now, right? And some people may say, I remember I had a patient say, she was joking with me about her older mother. And she was like, who couldn't walk or anything. She's like, Mom just bought a new Tesla, And I was like, really? She's like, no, I'm just kidding. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so for some people, that Tesla is a status symbol, right? And then for other people, this Tesla is a effort to have an energy efficient vehicle that doesn't hurt the environment. And for somebody else, it may be, I don't know, something else, right? I don't want to give money to the gas people, so fine, this is the alternative, right? So on the outside, looking in, that person has a Tesla. And whatever sanskaras or blueprint that you have in your brain that you've come with, you will give a meaning to that. If you don't stand guard at the gates of your own mind and you sit and you know what? And admit, I don't know. I don't know what the intention was for that person to buy that certain vehicle. That's okay. You don't need to know. Right? But that's just an example of how the outward manifestation may look a certain way, but the intention with which it was done can be anything. So what we talk about here is standing guard at the gates of your own mind, looking at your thoughts, asking the questions that need to be asked so we can live from that place of authenticity and love. Because what we do know, all of us, is that love is the only truth, right? With a capital T that resonates with our authentic being. We are souls, sparkling points of light that are powerful and loving. Okay. Does anybody want to pick a card? My little one's sick. I don't hear anybody. Okay, I'll pick a card. Here we go. Alrighty. Usually I hear like, doom, 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 doom. I'm ready. Right. They come down the stairs. All right, here we go. Another big card coming up. I can feel it. Huge message, huge message. What is it? What is it? What is it you want us to hear? Can you see it? Unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. All right. There we go. When love is given and received reciprocally, it is the strongest force in the universe. It is the energy in which your soul thrives and of which it is comprised. Loving yourself and others is important, but when love is also returned to you, the energy is magnified. You are aligned with another soul, human or animal, and that bond is eternal. Connections of love that you create while in this physical dimension are never broken. Whether the other soul is currently incarnated or not. Never entertain doubts that the love you enjoyed on earth survives death, or believe that it is diminished just because you are separated physically from your loved one. This is the greatest lesson that losing our first daughter, Rhea, taught me. Love doesn't start with birth, and it does not end with death. It is a soul-to-soul connection, and it is everlasting. You continue to receive love from the spirit realms through bonds you created since time immemorial. You are loved more than you can imagine. You are loved more than you can imagine. Let's get comfortable wherever you are sitting. Close your eyes. Visualize your heart in the center of your chest. And take a deep breath into your heart and feel that love. And as you breathe out of your heart, see those vibrations of love filter into every single cell and organ in your body. Breathe into your heart. Drink it in. Inhale it in. Breathe out of your heart and share it. Breathe normally. As we are bathed in love more than we can imagine, let's ask ourselves the 4 soul questions. Question 1. Who am I? Who am I? Second question, listen. What do I want? What is my deepest desire? Allow anything at all to come to you. Third question. What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and others? Fourth question. What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Now, let's begin the repetition of our mantra for a few minutes. For those of you who already have your personalized primordial sound meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now. For everyone else, we'll use the mantra so hum. So we'll silently repeat so hum. So hum. So hum. Please continue repeating your mantra. I will keep the time and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Enjoy your meditation. Please keep your eyes closed and stop repeating your mantra and rest. Rest in awareness of love. Rest in the consciousness of love. Rest in the existence of love. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly start wiggling your fingers and toes, rub the tops of your legs, flutter open your eyes. Give yourself a big stretch. Bring your palms together to your heart center and give yourself a little bow of gratitude for bringing yourself here today, for allowing yourself to receive the reminder, or maybe it was the first time you ever heard it, that you are loved more than you can imagine. What a gift to know and hear that today. And from this place in the spirit of unity, let's give a blast of that love. out to all of our family, our friends, our patients, our community, our city, our state, our country, to all the countries on this planet, to every single brother and sister soul on this planet. And then from there, we can give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you put your takeaways in the comments below. Anchor it in for you, for me, for all of us. If you're watching on YouTube, it was a powerful one today. Definitely hit subscribe, like, and share. Sending each and every one of you so much love. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here tomorrow on Monday. Sending love.